Okay, so now we're going to take a look at creating folders and sharing folders and renaming folders, so you can use all these skills and take off a little bit and I can give you some time to work with it. So let's say we're in our drive. We can go and create, and we can create a folder. So I'm going to call this student work. And actually, we're going to get a lot more specific with creating folders and organization in a little bit. But for now, let's just do a basic student work folder. And I'm going to look through my drive, and I'm going to select all these files that I know are from students or for students that I want to keep in one folder. So I can select, see how I selected a whole bunch of them? I can actually drag them by clicking on it and moving them up like that. Okay, and it says it's loading. It tells you it's doing it. And it's put a whole bunch of them in there. There's another way. You could right click on one of them and see where it says move to. And it's going to give you your list, and it says what folder do you want to put them in. And I'm going to put them in student work. You'll also notice in this screen, if you went to move something to a folder and then realized, oh dang, I don't have a folder for that yet, you can actually create a new folder right here in the screen, which is nice because there's been many times when I went to save something and I was like, oh, I wish I had a folder for this, and I would create one right on the spot. So you can click move that way, so it's going to move this one in. And you could just pick it up and drag and drop individually. You might find that you have a whole bunch of things in here you want to select. You could go up to the top and select all at the same time and then deselect the things that don't belong, like that. This undoes that. You could also take your files and use the control key to move around, and pick things up here and there. Or if you use the shift key, that means you're going to select everything from here all the way down to there, and it does all of them. So that's how you could do all of these at once. And again, you can right click to move to. You could go up here and do move to. That's also a move to folder. See how it has a folder? Or you can just pick them up and drag and drop them right in like that. So there's a whole bunch of ways to move stuff into your folder. Now, what you might not have realized, but I did, was I'm like, oh no, all of these things in this folder, they're not actually student work. It's my grade to students. So I want to rename it. So I could click on it and click rename from this screen. I could be back in the old screen here. I could right click and rename. And I'm going to call it, TED Talk rubric for students. And now I've renamed the folder. You'll also notice I do have some pretty color folders, right? Well, what if you want to color your folder? You have all these different options in here. I don't know if you've noticed, but one option here is change your color. So TED Talks are usually red, so I'm going to make it red. I don't know if you're familiar with TED Talks. You could see that there's a share tool. Maybe I want to share this with Mrs. Albanese. Maybe she wants to do some TED Talks next year. So I could share here, and up comes your usual share menu, and I could type her name in here, D. Albanese, and I could give her can view rights. Just make sure her name comes up, and can view. And I'm not going to notify her by email. That's okay. Skip sending invitations. Yes, I'll skip. And there she goes. Now she can view all my TED Talk rubrics if she really wants to know. I don't know if she's with you today, but maybe she would like to see what I've done. So there you go. That's how to create and rename and drag and drop into your folders, and even to share it with people. So hopefully you'll have fun doing a bit of this on your own. And if you have any questions as you come across them, jot it down. Jot it down. I'll create a questions for Michelle Zagombic, whatever document, and share it with all of you. And you can just add questions to it as you go, and then at the end we'll address them. Okay? Thanks.